Okay, and I know that some updates have done stuff with motion blur. So we want it down, right? Let's jump on in. Let's take a look. What's zero motion blur? Okay, yeah. Alright. No motion blur. Hello, Oscar.
My Lord Marquis, I heard about Eastpool. That some of my fellow guardians are to build a new home there, both for themselves and for Madame Martha's bearers. Is it true?
It's true. The village is to be rebuilt.
I have many fond memories of Eastpool. When I was a child, we would visit my aunt and uncle often. They would lavish attention upon me as if I were the son they never had. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away, but not nearly as often as I should have.
Oscar, I'd like you to assist Sir Wade in the rebuilding efforts.
But my lord, my training is not yet complete. I couldn't possibly.
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters, but I'm not as hard-hearted as that.
I thought I heard
Go.
a rat down here.
Be with your aunt.
Alright, Andy,
Drive by sub,
114
avoiding
month resub,
16
and we'll see you later, buddy.
spoilers.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord. I will not forget this kindness, my lord.
The stew's
Don't
awfully
tell me
thin
we've run
these
out of
days.
Papio nuts and all.
Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're doing side quests. A lot of side quests. Start with good old number 1. The other direction. All right, let's see if I remember how to play the game.
Over here!
No problem. Wow, that's across the way. I'm enjoying it so sweaty. I'm enjoying it so far. Oh, what do we got here?
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
Oh, good, good, good.
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Jesus.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid
welcome to try.
Yeah, I'm afraid to disappoint you, madam. Okay, we've got a bunch of. All right, here we go. Here we go. Come here. All right, where are the survivors at? Okay. They all did surprisingly well to survive. I just kicked him right in front of her. Alright. Easy peasy. Well, she's not cowering in fear.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid.
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
Yeah, I'm sure with the way
swore my
the way you're talking to her.
you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
And we're just gonna let her walk away. Just...
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
Oh, alright.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Oh, we're just going, it just takes us right there. Some time later.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sambrek. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
All right. Joshua, what up, brother?
I am certain we will find what we seek in Ash, and learn the truth of Ultima's origins.
Okay, let us... do...
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
August.
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris' scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw?
Yeah.
Keen to help us out again?
Yeah.
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did ya?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion.
What's going on, Skin?
If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
I mean, I'm ready.
You, ready for the off then?
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we?
And
and
anything that pops up,
Blackthorn?
I'll wreck it.
You and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravosh till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
Well, all right.
All right. Which one of you's first?
The tiny ones. Punch! And Kamehameha!
Get him! Farewell!
Why am I on the ground? Oh, here comes the big boy.
Nice try.
Fire and flame!
Bro, Diamond Dust is ridiculous. Time for another Kamehameha.
Is that it? Apparently not.
Oh, a Chimera. He's not a Akashic, though. Alright. Haven't fought one of these yet.
You're not getting past me.
Oh.
This one. Get him! Over here! Go, Tor! Over here! Go, Tor! This one.
And punch. Hey, Torgal for the finish. Easy peasy. Easy, bro.
No, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
Of course.
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good.
This I think is the Icebringer?
So you do know. More will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
I'll double check once I get control, yeah. Pretty sure it's a Icebrand. Yeah, Icebrand.
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation.
Aw, pshaw.
Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
Howdy, Elusive.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Dravoged isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day. because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravost what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere.
Bro, I could just come. I could just come over to Dravost whenever I need an upgrade. You can chill here. It's fine.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Yeah. So, okay, we got it. All right, another cock ring to add to the collection.
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to hone an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravost in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
Now that was the mix, yeah.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Oh, I get a legend. I have a legend to forge.
With a little help from Blackthorn, I don't see why we can't restore Dravost to its former glory. Barring ether floods, that is.
I'll tell you what, Clive. If we pull this off, it will ruin every other sword you've ever held.
I'll get him back to the hideaway. Don't you worry about that.
All right, well, let's go see this sword that they come up with that I'm probably going to end up replacing. But, you know, with the way the game works. But we'll grab it. We will grab it. I'm sure it'll be good for a little bit, at least. Oh, is it the Save the Queen?
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papillon.
All right. We've already made an Excalibur, and it's already been replaced.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword, I promised.
Yes, okay, save the
It's
right.
funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help.
All right, let's get to work on that sword.
You remember Camille? We'll be using his leatherwork for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
All right, let's do it. Yep. No, there should have, dude. They should have. If I was running it, I would have done I would have done like a fucking Rocky montage of them making this thing.
Bugger me. We actually did it.
All right, what is? Okay, it's a very black blade. It looks very cool.
The sword to end.
Oh, Ragnarok.
swords.
Okay.
Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you.
That's a callback to FF7. I think FF7's the first one that did Ragnarok.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history.
Was it in 6? Okay.
But we're up for the challenge.
I wouldn't be surprised because 6 had so many weapons.
Materials.
So many fucking weapons.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravozd.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok.
Oh, here we go. Yep.
Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. I think when I did my playthrough, I chose Odin.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads?
Like, everybody told me to grab
Start on the
Odin
next.
because Ragnarok
Who
was
fancies
just like, it
raising
was
a cup
whatever.
to friendship reforged.
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Yeah, I remember that distinctly. People were like, I mean, it's not the best weapon in the game. You will get better. But Odin has like the summon stuff is pretty good, like the stats and stuff you get. Gotterdammerung? Gotterdammerung is what they're gonna is the goddamn okay, whatever. Alright, Ragnarok, okay? That is better than what I'm using, you know? Alright. Gottdammerung. That's a pretty funny name for a sword. God damn it! Alright, Ragnarok. Alright, let's take a gander.
Trouble with your gear, or... I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend to me, Clive. The best. What do you want?
Alright, I need to see what we need for the Gottdammerung. Or, okay, I need one more Orichalcum, Dark Steel, and Primitive Battlehorn, so... Alright. I can reinforce... Wait.
You can thank me later. Not my best work, but it'll do.
Yeah, it's a really cool name for a weapon. Ah, why am I so long? I don't remember using any potions. What was I looking at? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, so these are all upgraded. Okay, good.
Don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
Aye, it's a dangerous
Now, I
world
wonder if
out
it's
there.
the, like, I don't know what the ultimate weapon is in the game. Is it gonna be the Gottdammerung or no? Or Gotterdammerung?
Yeah.
Gotterdammerung?
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Can sell valuables.
Finished, are you?
Alright, buy a round of drinks for everybody.
What can I get you, Sid? As if setting our people free wasn't enough.
Celebrate my
Good
new
news,
sword.
everyone. The casks have been liberated. Here's to Sid.
Spoon.
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Yep, got shit to do, babe. Alright. Let me check the hump board really quick, too. Because 2 of the items we need for the Götterdämmerung is, or Götterdämmerung is, Humpard. Oh! And the more hunts have opened up, so that's probably why. What do we got? Okay, 1 hunt. The Tricephallic... The Tricephallic Terror? It's another chimera. Okay, so it's in the Velcroy. Okay, so we can head that direction. The Tricephallic, dude. It's just why is that the name? Okay, Velcroy. So let's pick up this quest. Yeah. Kyo? What's Kyo? What's Kyoe? Or yeah, whatever. However you pronounce that.
Take that, you naughty thing!
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats, and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too.
Oh, is he?
They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
What up, Hellraven? Thank you for the 8-month resub with Prime. Thanks,
Finally decided to get Prime, so here is my sub.
Good to see you again, Hellraven. It's been a little bit. Hopefully you're doing well.
Attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together,
we can
overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills.
No one said anything about it being loud lately.
Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud. By finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
Oh, I'm sure I can.
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the Desert Gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
What's the difference between a lord and a man?
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the difference between them and us? But I guess
Still
they're
in
raiding
Dalimil,
and
Victor.
pillaging. We're saving people, right?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp should I take?
They're tasty.
There's one up
Bro,
river.
we actually,
there,
we were served the chocobo stew. Yeah. So yeah, they do eat chocobos here.
Let's go.
Those ne'er-do-wells.
Alright.
Time to fight.
Yeah, they made like a chocobo stew. So probably a chicken stew with chocobo meat in it, you know?
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
Let's go say hi.
That's him. The one who killed Locke and Fingers.
Whoops. I was on the wrong one. This is what I was trying to do. Oh, right in the dome. Torgal is best boy. Alright, there's a conjurer.
This one. You're finished. It's over.
I got him. I was shooting him right in the dick. That was a Kamehameha blast through the dick. That had to hurt.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you?
Right here.
Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Oh boy.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors.
That's a new word.
Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Why are you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
He knew all along that he was playing us for fools.
And we fell for it. We followed him. A bearer.
And what's wrong with a bearer?
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil. And they will thank you not to get involved.
Well, I say we just kill them all.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers? I assume the situation is hopeless?
Quite.
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie. That a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones, it is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one.
Very much so. I know what you mean,
but where are my manners? Here, your reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then, I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do, anything,
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Well, I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of this quest line, maybe, but we'll see. Okay, let us go here. Oh shoot, I forgot to go look for the hunt, but I'll do that after I grab whatever this is. Going up there. Okay.
ready, go? Damn it. The whole village is turned. No need to ride from here.
Well, I mean, I would like to be able to ride from here. But I suppose we might as well fight. Right in the butt. Yeah, it's better this way. They've turned into mindless zombies. Keeping that sword out, bro. Let's go. Got him.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. Just passing through. Steering this chocobo is kind of rough in this area. What am I looking for? Oh, spherical echoes. So probably these guys.
Be safe.
Only
need to deal with these ones first.
Oh, dodged a little early there. I'm actually glad that it doesn't have the Chocobo theme playing the whole time, and only like a little jingle at the beginning of when you use it. Punch! And the Kamehameha.
This one. This one.
I mean, but to be fair, I'm not a big fan of the Chocobo's theme in most games, so I'm good. How
to find this spherical echo.
Alright.
This is it. Right then.
I think that's part of it, sure. Alright, let me go back to Dalimil really quick. And we're gonna try to do that hunt before I forget. It said that this enemy was in the Velcroy. There's only the Velcroy is only up in this area. Oh no, there's also a southern Velcroy desert. God damn it. Alright, well let's check here first.
None of the stalls were plundered this time. Thanks,
Come on.
Alright, we're checking. Let's just see what's on the way. Let's see what would be if I spotted on the way over to the quest there.
Time to fight.
Time to run, actually. We are working on completing a quest. Oh shoot, that's above. Well, alright. I guess we do this then.
Yeah. Straight home now. Get him.
All right, we got a bunch of guys. Let's group them all up.
All yours, Torval.
Wave clear.
This one.
Whoop, whoop, he's exploding. He's exploding. Later, bitch.
Two 2 down. 1 to go.
Let's go the correct direction this time.
What do you mean, don't
up this way?
Jump to conclusions. Faster!
How the hell did that?
Okay, we're looking for a chimera. Looking for a chimera. That looks like the chimera. Found him. Alright, it's hunt time. We'll start with my limit break so I can heal up.
Straight home now.
Hello, thrice phallic. Goragamera.
We're not going to outrun this one. Stay close, Torval.
And Kamehameha. Kamehameha. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Get him. All yours, Torgal.
And we should be able to end this with a Kamehameha. Kamehameha. What do you mean not min-maxing stag? I'm trying to do as best I can. Okay, got an orichalcum.
Should have picked on someone your own size.
So now we just need some items from another hunt. Go here. Pick up a quest, finish a quest. Dude, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing here? Oh, we're going to the Vale. Ooh. Ooh. There's a quest at the Vale, guys. Let's go see.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, so, like, what I figured is that I need to use Diamond Dust to initiate the stagger, and it basically
And you're just gonna fall into
puts it to max 1.5% stagger from the get-go.
I don't trust this Duke.
What? I don't know. Like, it's a finale question mark.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do?
Oh, why? You sound...
My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happening?
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne.
The High
and taken
Cardinal?
up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government.
Imposter.
Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title.
Fuck you.
The Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold. A foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Of course.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation, least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf?
Anything for you,
for your
Isabel.
services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
Well, when you ask me
I'll see what I
so
can do.
so soft-spoken.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck.
Under new management.
The fact that the soldiers trust you may well carry some weight with the Duke. He needs their support, after all. I only hope that you can make him see sense before...
I may have met this Duke before. At the Remembrance Ceremony.
The Remembrance?
Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Oh, like a long time ago? Remembrance Ceremony?
We already have a leader in the Dane.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the
I
garrison.
vaguely remember this guy.
The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant.
No.
Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared.
He makes a good point.
Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place.
I don't know if there's any loss in translation.
With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning
you've got a pretty functional
one whose authority
building in the back there. You could go rebuild that
is
area.
why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Sabine?
Yes, and I told you then how putting the Empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later.
Come back later.
A citizens' revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Alright, fine. We'll begin with those on the side of the wall. Sabine, you're embarrassing me. Who is... Okay, is Sabine like his wife? Or daughter? I mean, he's a high cardinal. He's not
He was the
supposed to
only
be
one who
married.
survived.
You're that sellsword the dame's so fond of. That was some fine work you did up in Moor. We'll, see to our own affairs from now on now. Duke's got big plans for the Empire.
You think so, do you?
The Dominion's all but done for.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Sod off?
Sell anything today? As much.
You sell anything today?
That so-called Duke is
Alemonger.
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Alright. I don't know if it has to come to that. I mean, the man does seem a little pompous, but I don't think he's that unreasonable. But we'll find out, I'm sure. Chocobo Keeper!
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, only for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Just angry. Angry,
People seem
sodding
united
British.
enough. What about the soldiers?
You are late, Epion. Only by an hour and 20 minutes this time, though.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
Oh, they're shouting at the barracks. I'm not shouting. Alright, I'm shouting, I'm shouting, I'm shouting.
One at a time now.
You. You're the one who was talking to His Eminence.
I was.
On the dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
Alright. Soldier 1 is all for it. Now, but what if the dame could get the same thing, but without running everybody out of town?
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sandbreak is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Alright, so the soldiers are a little brainwashed, unsurprisingly. Racist.
We already have a leader in the Dame. It's not only control of the garrison he wants, it's the whole of Northridge.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, But if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire is the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
All right.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how.
What up, Birdman?
Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
All right, now we get to go watch Captain Philippe go simp for his dame.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
She's probably gonna be mad. Like, oh my, what is that sodding, dumb motherfucker gonna do?
I don't trust this Duke. If we're not careful, you'll undo all the Dame's hard work.
Alright, here we go.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was, but...
Hey, Freddy. No, I am not fluent in Spanish.
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and
you do not call the Dame a whore.
Soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not
she
just
employs
because of
the
Duke's rank,
whores,
but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realized what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about.
She is a pimp ass, yeah.
Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Well, there's certainly a lot of sexual tension there.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
All right. Okay, what are we looking for now? Where am I heading? We're heading down there.
He'd have our coin, our stock enough.
I swore to protect this town and the people I love. I don't need a uniform to do that.
Good girl.
Yeah!
To Gil, let's fucking go. Oh, yeah, don't go this way. Go up this way.
Straight home now.
Well, but chocobos have always been in a lot of places. In a lot of games, chocobos are enemies.
Over here!
Very common for fantasy games to have some chocobos as enemies.
That's all of them. No one can uncross his toes now.
Alright, we'll go to the hideout. You know what, we'll go do these two quests and then we'll go to the hideout. And then we continue the story. No. Oh, what up, bruh?
Ah, Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have.
Oh, I've enjoyed all the side quests so far. They've been great.
Bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
Oh, I suppose.
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
Do 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 do.
What's happened?
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault. not yours.
I know, but...
No buts about it, all right?
But...
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
You had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
Elle? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
I mean...
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist were speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard?
What if I am?
How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
I mean, it's just not the game that they were making with having. There's just no status effects
like
really
I'm
in the
following
game.
orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us then.
Yeah, you can do that with the Frieza move, but the Frieza, the Shiva move.
You have to trust her.
But it's not really that, you know. It's
right. It's what she wants now.
It's whatever.
And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure.
Like the Freeze doesn't let Lord. Lord Frieza. Yes, you must be Freezer. I am Lord Frieza.
She won't consider
yes.
her prospects. Someone has to.
I'll do my best. All right, to Randalar then.
Where the fuck is Randalar? Okay, it's just.
Better not keep Eloise waiting.
Yeah, better not. We're to be her bodyguard, yet she went off without us.
What I wouldn't give for a home.
When are they gonna let us through?
Let's go.
Faster!
Dude, how did she make it through this fucking area with the wolves and the hawks and stuff? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not one for escort quests. But, like, you know, we're having to get there. Like, she's riding a chocobo, we're riding a chocobo. And we have to fight a few enemies on the way. I mean, it would make sense. I would be okay with it. Instead, we're just to believe that she just walked up here on her own? No, I guess she had a chocobo. Never mind. Is she cowering?
Straight home now.
Oh, yeah. That's why. That's pretty funny.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the Consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the
it's
bearers
Zoltan.
recently purchased from the
It's
Fist.
it's the
We had all
same
but
face
finished
as
making
Zoltan, just
arrangements
with
to
a
ride
little
them
bit more facial
ourselves.
hair.
And then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The Consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
All right.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. And he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. But they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them.
Well,
they need help, and fast.
Don't worry, I'll get there.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just... make sure he's safe.
Hold on, Theo.
Yeah, this is still the fastest way to get there.
Ready, go?
Let's get there. And when they say a dragon, they probably don't mean like a big dragon. Oh, went the wrong way. God bless it. Probably just like a little wyvern drake thing. Don't have time for you, goblins.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area's flooded with ether.
We just have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me.
Holy shit, way in there? Okay.
Come on.
He said just upriver. This is like 4 football fields upriver. Hey, what up, El Hirsch? Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for the 46-month resub with Twitch Prime. Appreciate your support, man. It's good to see you.
Where are you, Theo?
Yeah, you see, that's what I've said. Doing a cat call for the Chocobo, that's weird, isn't it? That's what I said, but Elusive thinks I'm just being weird. Myself thinking that's weird. I think he's just being weird. Oh, dude, can I wave clear all of these? Oh, yes.
This is too thick. These creatures have already turned.
Alright, come on now. Let's get in all grouped up. That should get rid of most of them. All of them.
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Oh, it is a big dragon. Okay.
Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
Right. Whoops, missed it. That's unfortunate.
This one.
Punch! And Kamehameha. Didn't dodge that.
This one.
Got him. Alright. Dragon down.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for...
Uh-oh. Yep. Oh, dear.
We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that.
We can figure something out, Theo.
Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream. Theodore!
Well, this just got sad.
Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you!
You might not be all lost.
Theodore.
Might not be totally gone. Just knock him out or something.
Take care of my sister. Theodore.
We can fix him!
Wait. Goodbye, Elle.
Well, never mind. I don't think we can fix him now. Nope. Nope. No fixing that. There's no fixing that. That's pretty ashy. I don't think there's any fixing that. Wow, that got dark. We'll talk later. Gotta get away from here. Damn, these side quests are deep, dude. Some time later.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place. Against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night, and the choice I made, and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat.
Sag.
He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to...
Very sad, very sad.
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces, just like we always have, and to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen, the life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can, whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together, then. For Theodore.
For Theodore. Alright. The Breath of Fire. I'm not using the Scarlet Cycle. Crimson Caravans? Alright, cool.
The Crimson Caravans is my family business now, and I would not exchange it for the world. I brought Theo here to be safe, and I have never looked back since.
Good dog. Gotta give old Torgol a treat. Okay, one more side quest, and then I think we'll be all caught up. Where are we going? What are we going? What are we doing? Oh, here. What up, brah?
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little unless, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft cited among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
Sounds good.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
Yeah, same to you, buddy. Same to you. The Phoenix Flames, Firebird stuff. The Gilded Path. Titan's Wake. How can I... Oh, okay. I have to go. We're going to a place I have not explored yet. Eat.
Let's go.
Let's see, just confirming. Yeah, we're going through this way.
Time to fight.
Nope. Not time to fight. Time to mosey. Nice potion burn.
No mistakes. Enough of you, are there?
Alright, here we are. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh. New obelisk. Nice.
Straight home now.
Open sesame. Well, I hate to break it to you. It looks like they're dead. They...
Oh, no.
Well, that's unfortunate.
You'll pay for this.
These little guys killed him? How useless are these undying? Oh, we got a big guy.
Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. Too slow.
Oh, I'm sure you do. And punch! Punch! And we will be back to FF7 when I'm done with this game. I gave it a shot to try like playing, wait, what the fuck is happening? To try, you know, playing a newer game on release, see if people liked it and people wanted to watch, you know. Obviously, people would still watch, you know, majority would still want to watch FF7 speedrun. But, you know, I plan to do a squareenix marathon in the coming month, like at the end of the month or in the coming month, so we need to see what it would be like if I wasn't doing FF7, you know, from a viewer perspective. I mean, I'm enjoying it. Like, I don't usually enjoy newer games, so I am enjoying it though.
Should have stayed in the past.
Well,
these must be Cyril's colleagues.
Well, they were Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not?
I am.
We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
Yes.
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey...
I mean, you're belittling the survey.
I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
You're belittling the survey, but it might, you know, like, surveys are important, you know?
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
My thanks. I shall study
additional notes now,
and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
Alright. Kind of a, overly zealous lot, but, the breath of... Okay, yeah. Using that... Alright. Back to town. Or the hideaway, I should say. So that was 2 hours. That was 2 hours of side quests before we even touched the main story again. The game's got a lot of content. It really does. Alright, let me turn in this quest. We can continue.
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Ah, Sid! Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So, is it good news or bad?
Is it good news or bad?
Good, thankfully. Here.
Ah, that's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away!
Some time later.
May I present to you?
Huh?
The Telemon Furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
What's it for?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal.
Stretchy metal?
Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise. So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Alright, do we get more rooms here? Even weirder science. Expanded potion satchel, another one. Yay! More potions! Inventory maximized. Alright. Can now carry 8 potions and 5 high potions? Damn. Maximals! Maximize! Let's okay, we got some stuff to check out. Here's the hopeless remedy.
Why settle for low-born chaff?
He swears he'll take his medicine.
Hello, Desiree.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Here's everything we've received and everything promised.
Based on the Ring of the Swift Shot.
You earned this.
Don't know what it is. We're almost to the Genji glove.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Almost to the Genji gloves. Alright, but let's see what this Ring of the Swift Shot is. Lowers charge time for charge. Okay, I don't care. That's just I'm not using that.
The sea?
Alright, let's refill my stock.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Clive. Going purse weighing you down?
Yeah, you know me.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better I'll be here. Finished, are you?
Yep. Okay, let's go talk to Otto and kick this thing back off.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
Yep. No side quests. Let me just check something. This could be really dumb. But we'll see if some hunts unlocked. Because we advanced that one. They did! Oh my god, I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. I am ingenious. We actually unlocked more hunts. By just doing that one little bit. Alright. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Okay. Pandemonium. King of the Oryx. Now roam the twins. But they now roam the twins. Is that the holy city of San? The twins. Where would that be? What is the okay, did I not okay. Let's see if we can figure this out without Google. See if we can figure this out. The King of the Orcs who led his fellow beastmen in revolt against the Waluder rule Though his rebellion was swiftly crushed by King Brimstone, many of the orcs who now roam the Twins, sitting their appetite for human flesh bears, marking says he still commands his forces today. I don't know. Is that just a Google one? I think I just Google where that guy is, because I have no idea. Yeah, we're just gonna not waste the time. FF16 Pandemonium location. Might as well. The Shadow Coast. What is the Shadow Coast? What is the Shadow Coast? Wait. Oh. It's actually where we're going. That's why it unlocked. Okay. Well, might as well just go. Because that's where we're heading now. Western Ash. The Shadow Coast. Alright, we got Gavin, Joshua, myself, and Torgal. Nice.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Well, the others were still able to use their powers. I mean, why couldn't Jill?
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
Well, I got to put my dick in it, bro. I'm
I
sorry.
used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Alright then. Sorry for hitting you.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it.
I don't either. Did I miss something? Only that Joshua didn't. I don't get it. I don't follow. I'm with Gav. I'm stupid like Gav. I don't get it. Footfalls and Ash.
Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Oh, wow.
Shall
Yeah.
we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Why not? Why not indeed?
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
Oh, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost. I knew I smelled something.
Like the open roads of Kashik here.
Let's hope the villagers made it out in time.
Alright. Just looking around, just looking around. Make sure we don't miss anything. What up, bros? Oh, there's a chest. Boink. Amber. Oh, another chest. Mine. You know, I think the best, like, chest opening animation lately is definitely God of War, where Kratos just punches, you know, fucking hole in the thing, just punch and grab whatever's in it. Like, opening chests in God of War is very satisfying. Whether it be the ones he punches open, or he does, you know, he actually opens them. I think there's good animations for, very satisfying animations for opening those chests.
This might take a while.
It won't.
It's over! Sick
Alright, well then I think I know where the hunt is. Right in here, I'd wager. Yep. Pandemonium.
Oh, look.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's the king of the castle.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa. And Phoenix Flames. Whoa! Okay. He's doing a blast! Relax, Freddy boy. And punch! Punch! Kamehameha! What about 11sies? Afternoon tea, dinner, supper. He knows about them. No, that's right, it does thing. Punch! Back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. All right. Owie. All right, fine. And punch. Ignition into Phoenix Flames and a finish with a Kamehameha if needed. And we got it. And
enough.
That'll do. That's a level up, right? No, yep, yeah, level up. Level up! You. Stained loincloth. I don't...
Your reign is at an end.
I don't think that was one of the items I needed for the weapon. Why am I running to a cliff? Why am I doing that? What are you doing? Go this way. Alright.
Come on.
I don't suppose, Ambrosia, you could get the lever. Actually, Gap, why didn't you get the lever? Yeah.
It's Camber all over again. Where the hell are the royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
Oh, they're dead, probably. That's a lot of Akashic. We could wipe them out in like 2 minutes.
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
All right.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slavering monsters.
It will be.
Clive.
Yes.
You must go on ahead without me.
Why?
This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate. Perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets. And if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
Of course.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
You sure about this?
No.
About leaving my brother on his own. Of course. Mostly.
I mean, he has been fine on his own for a very long time. Right, before things kick off too much, it's probably a good point to take our first break for the day.
It's so old, it's hard to tell which way is up. But if
I mean,
I'm
take
right,
Fred
we're not
out
far from
because
a
he's
village
starting to
called
whine a
Fiesta.
little bit.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
All right, so yeah, we'll go ahead and take our first break. Take our first break there.